You know, there've been talk of England going into this Euros. Obviously, semi-finals, final will be in England, will be at Wembley. They're still a way away, aren't they?
If the Germans sort themselves out, if the Dutch are strong, Spain, then I think defensively it could be an issue against some of these teams. If I was, and I know we'll talk about them a little bit or a lot, if I was France, even though I haven't played particularly well against Iceland, and we'll get to that, I would feel pretty good about myself looking around at the rest at the moment.
Yeah.
The rest are not in the state that they were in a few years ago, a couple of years ago. And I think England are as talented as any of them going forward, but they're also as fallible as most of them at the other end. And if I was the French, I would be thinking to myself, if we sort ourselves out, then only we can trip over ourselves in not winning this Euros in England.
And can I just mention as a parenthesis on this, because we've talked about the back line and the
parenthesis,
midfield. Well,
eh?
You know, this is what I bring, nuance. Jordan Pickford. I know he
made some good saves.
Well, I know he had a very good World Cup. And I know that he is the first choice goalkeeper. But every time that he's out on the field, he's too excitable for me. Everything is going crazy, and everything is a dive, and everything is something. And you may say, well, yeah, he makes a couple of good saves today. Maybe. But he also was the one that misplayed the ball for that second goal. And a lot of it has to do with the guys just too nervous at times. And I'm a center back. I don't need my goalkeeper to be jumping around. I need you to make the saves. That's all I need you to do, and distribute the ball properly. And then from then we build out. But when I know this guy's jumping around and is crazy with the ball on his feet, it doesn't give me any sense of security. And I already have my doubts. If I'm a guy like Michael Keane, I already have my questions in my own head. Yeah. And then I got this guy jumping around. That doesn't really set me up for success either.
Yeah, I think that position will be up for grabs. I think. I mean, Nick Pope, the Burnley goalkeeper.
I think he'll be fine, won't he? He's still playing with house money after that.
Yeah, for the moment, but I think he'll be looking at everything, I think, to try and tighten things up.
Well, there's house money from a World Cup, and then there's a Premier League season.
Sure.
Let's scale it back a little bit here. There's only one of that. So we take the goalkeeper in the back four. There's only one of them playing at a team and playing anywhere near the level we know he can. Jordan Pickford is in a team that's in the bottom three in the Premier League, along with Michael Keane. Danny Rose is in a team that's been heading south, and he himself said he wants to leave. Harry Maguire could argue that he's made the wrong move in his career, not financially, but playing-wise, and going to a Man United side that are playing terrible at the moment, and he's not playing particularly well. So there is only Kieran Trippier, who didn't have a particularly good season last year, but has started well this year, is actually playing anything like we know he can. So when you put four of the back five, including the goalkeeper, in that scenario, they're hardly coming into international football full of confidence, bearing in mind the situation at club level.
Same old story for England, though. This is a mediocre team that's beaten them when they go up against anyone who can go toe-to-toe with them. We saw against the Dutch, we saw against Belgium as well, of course, in the World Cup. They just can't cut it.
Except they won in Spain.
That's very true. They won in Spain.
They won in Spain.
But that's more of an anomaly.
I'm just trying to counterbalance you a little bit. I think this team has got goals in it. I just think there might have been a bit of complacency going into this game today as well, which contributed to it. And Kane's right. There probably aren't many easy away games in Europe. And if you're just not quite at it, if you're just not quite at it, you're liable to get turned over, and that's what happened today. But I do think there are goals in the England team, and the record proves it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.